Well, I think it's a multi-tiered question, but I don't think independent cinema is dead. I think it's just in hibernation. I think it's going to emerge from its cocoon. It's going to be a metamorphosis, and it's going to become something else, maybe even more exciting than what it is at the moment. I think what is possibly dead is the theatrical distribution of independent cinema. I think it's, at the moment anyway, it looks like theatrical distribution is pretty much going to be relegated to big movies. And for that reason, I think 3D is a very tempting proposition for studios and even filmmakers, because it makes the theatrical experience necessary. It differentiates it from the home viewing experience. It also makes films very difficult to pirate. So it seems to me in the short term that's probably the direction we're headed in. I don't know, I'm not, by the way, a huge advocate of 3D. I'm waiting for, like everybody, I'm waiting for Avatar to see if, what that gives us, and if that's a great direction for us to follow. But I think we are going to see a lot of 3D films in the short term, and I think you're going to see, sadly, less and less independent films released theatrically. But I do feel that independent cinema, more than ever, is something that people have a hunger for, because what we're seeing is, the extremes of cinema becoming even more polarized, where you have big tentpole movies that are getting bigger and dumber, and and then independent films actually becoming even more specialized and more groundbreaking and progressive, and so to me they're just two totally different experiences, and one doesn't negate the other, but I think the means of distribution will be changed radically for independent cinema, because it costs way too much to release a film theatrically. It's insane. It's like, if you want to release it, there's no longer any such thing as a low budget movie, because if you want to properly release film theatrically, you're talking minimum $20 million investment, absolute minimum. And and after the financial meltdown, that's a lot of money. It's a big risk for people. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Splice. Like, I believe we have the possibility to have a very financially successful film that reaches a sizable audience, but we'll see what the distributors think. It's tricky times.